Ugh. So this is the last video, man. So we're gonna talk the origin of this chick who basically put Austin and made him leave Brazil. It was this Stephanie chick and this other chick that wanted to seem like she was somehow good. So this is the chick who was pushing this stuff on, I think, the Stephanie. I don't want to look for. So mind you, this chick right here don't live in Brazil. She lives in America with a white dude. Now, you ask, why would a chick that live in America with a white dude is concerned with something in Brazil? A lot of women, this not might been said, but a lot of women want the same benefits that black women do. Well, the same thing is the same benefits that black women have with black men. See, black men, they want to be able to feel that type of power, to be able to keep talking shit about black men without any consequences. This woman can't go around talking down to Brazilian men. Just like the Stephanie chick, this feminist Stephanie chick can't do that shit to Brazilian men. They can't do it. I did my little research with the Stephanie chick who did this thing to Austin Hollemen. She don't talk about anything at all towards her own group of men, because they know they won't play. And black men are the easy targets. So they found Austin. They targeted him because he made himself known, and he was moving too carelessly, and they got a field day with it. This chick barely get any type of views, but as you see, let's go all the way. This is 12 years ago. She tried to be a Brazilian singer or whatever. And then she ended up with this guy. So she's a product of a white relationship. So she wanted to gain some points with the black women, so she can probably get more money teaming up with black women to go against black men. It was all an agenda, but Austin put himself in that position where he was the target. Now, where's it at?
Research shows nostalgia can help you remember ads. So customize and save with Liberty Mutual. Now for me. Now I'm gonna call out the media. Look at this one. This why? Listen. Dude, she even caught use of these to not get mails overseas.
So he pointed out that basically they're not saying anything about the women that's going overseas. So let's see.
So here we're gonna diverse to. Let's keep going here, and then to handle accounts along with.
So let's see. So she's under the comments. Let me see. I think she under the comments. Here we go. She's right here. Now, by the way, I don't live in Brazil, and I want my Brazilian friends happy with men, not people like you. The white overlord is their daddy. So she tried to conflate her husband with being a passport bro, when passport bros are only for black men. But she tries to sit back and say her husband is a passport bro. I never went to Brazil before we met. I lived in the US. Now she threatening to sue him. So pretty much the chick is a hypocrite. And we're going to see Austin Holleman's chat.
Why do some people live their entire?
So let's do it. So he has 2,300 comments. They are not to be F with. I stand with Brazil. Dude, you try to play jazz music and act humble. This is a warning. I said this before. Black men are famous, and if women ain't coming to the U.S. to visit you, they are under a spell. Breaking news: Osman found in Brazil trying to exploit women. Brazilian feminists stop nothing. Basketball bros are gonna travel and blah blah blah. So as you see, so you got the feminist chicks who are talking trash to him, and like he was supposed to, he got out of there. Now, this is going to be a bad look for Brazil, and people are not going to want to go there. And they're going to have to rely on the white boys that they love so much. This is going to hurt them. Because if you treat a black dude like this, and it goes over, because like I said before, there's other black dudes that's there. That's the Austin Hollemen. But then there's other black dudes who gonna feel like this is how you treat black men if they do something wrong. And if you see the comments, and this is what I said before too. I keep saying this. He needs to consider blocking the black American men from viewing his content. The simps just like them. That's why they keep there. They did this. I saw it. They kept flooding his page with sex torrents comments. Yup. So here goes somebody saying some off the wall shit. The men consistently create a hostile environment for themselves wherever they go. Other cultures will kill them. This is what she said. Communicate with Stephanie Wum. She clearly looking for a cause to rail against in order to develop her social media presence. Austin is not you niggas ambassador. If you like the content that makes us not respectably a man on your own, why would he represent any of you when he first sign of trouble from a woman? You turn your back on him. Yup. This is why I said that you can't be around fake, phony people. I supported the dude, but I actually pretty much said that he moved a little bit not good. But the people that was on his side and turning on him now, that's he learned from that. So you got a lot of threats, and like I said, I'll sit on this, and then I'll see what was going to go down. Probably a couple months from now, probably later on, and then I'm gonna see the comments and after what these people are gonna do with themselves. And I bet you they're gonna move to another thing or something gonna happen over there. And then if stuff shit start grinding up, they're gonna have to rely on the same black women that they side with. And if black women don't go down to Brazil, well, that's on them. So let's I think I had comments. Let's see. Cut the comment comparison. There's nothing to do with white dudes. There are plenty of brothers doing it in Brazil. They just don't broadcast it. Young Buck was moving the wrong way. Okay, let's see. Okay, now look at this. Women prefer men with style, charisma, and 50-50 books. See, this is what I'm talking about here. Right here. Women prefer men with style, charisma, and 50-50 book and slash smeet smarts. Ha. Wow. So they want you to be super person. Smart and slash academics. He thinks he's a ladies' man. He believed his appeal. He's on a level. He thinks he's on the same level as Alda. He's just a lonely nerd trying to find himself some ass in a different country. I wish that young man well. Seems like a good kid. That approach is all wrong. How's he a nerd when he's not built like a nerd? See, they just using words just to use words. Let's see. I went to your channel. You're so unhappy. You're going to find happiness in tearing black women down. Find peace and be honest with yourself. Start ego and what's wrong with you. Goodbye. Tearing black women down. Sure. But you're the same person on here that say you don't fit in anywhere, you poor little beta male. Now let's see what she says. She is on comments sections, right? Look at this. She has no subscribers and she's talking shit. Okay. So this concludes it. All right. So there's a lot of shit that went on. Austin Holleman is no longer in Brazil.
If you're texting a girl you really like, but she's leaving you on red, waiting hours to reply, or ghosting you whenever you ask...
He's not in Brazil anymore. He's in Thailand. And the comments pretty much disappeared. And so let's see what happens right here, right? Let's see the comments. I'm going to definitely get with this content, minus the bugs, of course. The Stephanie Romo chick is a piece of shit, married to a white guy, passport pros. These bed witches don't want us to be happy. Respect. So, my man is pressed about the sorcerer allegation. I don't blame you, but personally, if it was me, I wouldn't even apologize. I know it would affect your life. I know it badly how it affects your life. South American women are still the most beautiful on the planet, but it's a shame feminine has creeped this way. No, DR, I've been to the Thailand 20 times. I refuse to eat bugs. So basically, what he needs to do is start blocking people. If he sees this, start blocking people. Anybody who's anti-passport, block them. Any females on there, block them. You don't need this type of shit no more. They stand in Brazil. let them stay with the Brazilian and let them stay there. It's a bad perception if they going after a black man. It's just like the Quantum TV situation. And I forgot to say about that. So pretty much he going where black men are basically shitting on the internet, talking shit about men who live in their best lives. Get out your mom's basement. See, this is what I say. He should block dudes like this because they gonna say some stupid shit and they're gonna try to get him out of there. Damn, did that actually run you out of Brazil? A 20-year-old kid deserved the game in Brazil. That's too funny. Block these groups from his pages. I'm highly invested in keeping the plates clean. Yeah, block them. Block all of them. This is the thing that you need to do. Um, you need to start blocking them. You need to, and make sure that you have no policy for them. And then to the point where they can't see your stuff. He need a Patreon that they're gonna have to pay and have a paywall because this is what they're gonna do more and more. Like if that's they're gonna try to do this to everybody. But a lot of other people are smart enough not to like let these people say whatever they want. Right? So they basically celebrating that he got kicked out of Brazil. Or he left Brazil. I kind of told y'all about these women, man. I told you about these dudes and I told you about these women, man. They're fucked up. They can't you can't be happy at all. And even brothers who don't talk about them, they still go after them. There's guys out here that don't say not one bad word about black women and they go after them. They try to get their stuff taken down. They try to send their little goons after people. You can't win with them. They're the most miserable people on the planet. And white women too. And go back to the United States because you are creating problems for the rest of us outside the country. You act like a Pookie and Ray Ray. So and here we go with the stupid advice. Maybe it's a good break from being around so many beautiful women that are your type in one area. You can just chill and catch a vibe and then go wherever your heart desire. We gotta rock with you anyway. You better than me, cause I'm not eating no bugs. We got to see these. You got to see these comments. So I don't see a lot of them talking shit like that, cause they're stuck in the other shit. So yep. You just checking this out. And this is why you need to start blocking people. Because when you see niggas like this saying, why would I care about some third world pussy? Shit like this is what they gravitated to say that this people was on your chat and they was siding with you. That's how easy it was. He better not make this mistake again. He better not make this mistake again. He needs to start blocking people. He needs to start blocking people and getting them off his shit, man. He need to start doing it. Cause these guys are losers. The women are losers. These are losers. They have to come. I told you in one of my other videos that these people have to keep telling you how low you are to them. And the best thing for you to do is block them. Had to deal with them on Twitter. And I used to never block people. But then I started blocking a lot of people. I got about like at least 100 something people blocked. And that was when I think it was me getting into it with somebody on there, and I'm like bloop 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 bloop, and I started blocking them left and right. And it's not a good look. It's not a good look for people who want to go to Brazil. Now, the guys that the guys that are in Brazil and know Brazil, they gonna have an easy time. But newer people gonna come, they see this and they say, "Oh shit, these niggas racist." Especially the opposite looks real bad when the same feminist women are not with black Brazilian men in their own country, but they with white dudes in America. It looks very suspicious, and I bet you it's some story gonna come out, and they probably somebody gonna see what Austin went through in Brazil, and then they gonna make their hit piece in America, and they won't be able to do a goddamn thing because guess what? That Stephanie chick, she'll be holded to our laws, and she won't be able to do shit. And they gonna somebody gonna come out of the woodwork and go after her and be like, oh, she made this young brother leave. And they was told allegations. And every one of these chicks gonna leave. When the shit happened to me, when all this allegation shit happened, and all these people, all these black women were coming at coming after me and doing all this crazy shit. You know what happened after my name was cleared? They all disappeared and ran like roaches. Half of them got off Facebook but I still had the screenshots. And the dudes who was a part of it, they all left too. That's how cowardice these people are. If once they get the same heat they give other people, they run. So hopefully he'll move a little smart and he won't let this happen again. Let me drop this right here. Let me drop this comment section right here. So basically, man, this is an example of the shit that they do. Right? I told y'all in one of my comment sections that this is what they would do. They would spam shit in your comment section and they would pretend like they're part of the group and then they'll run away. They'll run away when something happened. Austin Holleman let too many of the wrong people around him and wrong people in his chat and wrong people in his comment section on his Instagram and everything else. You can't be too prideful to block people. They start talking this crap, block them. And I started to understand why why certain content creators block people off their page. And I understand not all the time why YouTube get rid of some comments, because I I look in comment sections in my old videos, or I look in the comments that I have, and it's like a lot of negative comments, and I'm like, I'm happy that YouTube filtered that out. And sometimes they hid people that I wanted to hear from, but the rest of the negative people, they filtered out, and I just deleted their comments. And it was old videos. I'm like, I didn't know this person comment on my video. They didn't show it to me. And then I comment like 2 years later. But the fact is, he need to be better. He needs to do better. And everybody who turned on him and talked down to him, and didn't try to criticize him in the right way, stay away from him. Like, this is what they're gonna do. This is why you don't need you have to treat them like you treat them in America. Like, I have certain rules for them. I will talk to you cordially, but one thing you won't do is talk to me about any type of relationship or any type of other stuff. I control this stuff. As soon as they start talking about you don't got a girlfriend, I say, okay, can't talk to you no more. I told you I don't talk about that kind of stuff. Because then they'll try to get into personal business. Then there'd be a back and forth, and they'll make assumptions and everything else. You don't want that. He hit his stride. He got viral. He sent a message to the younger generation, and now they want to do what he do. Brazil hurt themselves with tourists. The white guys and the guys that might be the only it. If something bad happened and we get to a COVID situation again, I know dudes they're gonna have a field day. They're gonna be like, well, we ain't going over there. Same thing they did in same thing they did in DR when they shut down a couple places in Sasua or something, and then the pandemic came and they had to open them doing things back up. And a lot of black men who went there, they laughed and they said, "We're not coming back. You told us to get out. You closed the shops because of us. You don't know what's going on in the world, and this gonna be an L on those feminists. And they not gonna be coming here in America by droves. You can sneak in, but trust me when I say this. You come here, you're gonna have a different story, because there's gonna be dudes who gonna be like, oh, that's basically the chick who did that. Like I said, somebody gonna make a hit piece on her. The guy right here.
You're leaving me for NJM?
What DB? What ICB? This guy right here already made a couple videos about her. Right?
So, this is the reason why the passport bros are getting so much hate. We're gonna hear from some MGTOW out people in that society.
So this is usually how it's all kind of like indirectly affecting everything. So that's why MGTOW threatens women in terms of like marriage directly, but it also affects big corporations, that sell jewelry, for example, and those companies have stocks. So
yep, see that.
So he does his research. So if you want to go and support him, go him, because he do a lot of good breakdowns. And like I said before in my first video, you gotta move smart, right? Because as the movement grows, you're gonna have a lot of fake people pretending to be SYSBM. Well, they don't want to pretend to be SYSBM no more, because they can't get nothing out of it. But now everybody want to be a passport bro. And that's the whole point. They pretend to be something, they wear the jersey, and they do something stupid. And then they run off, and then the group get blamed for what this person did when he wasn't even a part of the group. Right? But with SYSBM, they couldn't do that kind of stuff because it was a mindset. And you had to conduct yourself in the right manner. There was people in SYSBM and a higher level of SYSBM who wouldn't participate in all these different things. And certain people just stayed away from these chats. That's why it's been dry. All these channels starting to feel the fact that they're talking shit about passport bros and SYSBM. People used to rock with these people and listen to these people. But they don't do it anymore. Because they know just how these people feel about it. That's why... Oh, man. This is why I told people, this is the reason why a lot of men don't go outside. Because they feel the vitriol towards them. And they don't want to be sitting here, have to beg for people to be nice to them. In the service industry, why should people be disrespectful to you when it's their job to serve you, right? And I forgot there's a comment before I go with this. Fucking sneezing like crazy. Oh man. Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, there's a reason why a lot of guys don't go out and they don't go to restaurants, because mentality like this. Do you understand how much servers get paid, right? It's below minimum wage. When you go to a restaurant, you don't go for the food. You go for the service. They provide service. They service providers. No, you go to restaurants for the food. You don't go for the service. But there we go. You tip the server for the service. If you don't want to tip who provide drinks and refill your food refills anytime you need to, you don't need to move. You don't have to move or do anything. Otherwise, go to McDonald's or cook at home if you can't tip. So I said this. Let me here we go. Okay, I said, let me screenshot this. And when somebody say go outside, I would tell them, no, I don't want to give people money just because they're doing their damn job. Because if that's the case, why don't welders ask for tips? Ask for a tip. We do a harder job in the cold and the heat. Where is our tips? So this asshole right here, let me screenshot like I said I was gonna do. There we go. There's a reason why a lot of people don't fucking go outside. They don't like the people. They don't want to be in the same locations as these LGBTQ people. They don't want to be in the same kind of vicinity as these black women. They don't want to be in the same vicinities as these simps. And when men do travel, that's when they go out. They don't want to go in the same places as you. And it's hard because y'all everywhere. Y'all everywhere. And it becomes harder to just go places and do something because you talking shit. It's harder to talk shit in people's faces, even if you think you're tougher than them. Like I said before, even so-called incels, skinny incels, nobody's talking like that no more because they scared that they might run up and do some mass whatever. So I saw it happen. Dude walked in the store, skinny bony dude, and a couple people was laughing, and dude told him to stop because they were scared he might pull out something. So all the mass pooters and stuff like that's happening is causing an effect that these motherfuckers can't get away with talking shit and roasting people no more. Now me, people talk under their breath. And like I said, I'm not tough and I'm not, hood and all this other stuff. But the fact is, I'm like, I don't know the way I look. They don't openly say stuff. But we keep the drama down. Conflict resolution. Like, there's no reason to be out there with a bunch of people who talking shit. So that was my take on the Austin Holleman situation, man. He made a big mistake. He was a victim of his own success. He became an opportunity for a bunch of Brazilian feminists. And how can I put it? He pretty much put Brazilian women on a pedestal when he should have never did it. He should, like, even I know that there's a lot of feminism, some parts of feminism in Brazil. There's people who fighting it, but there's a lot of it in there because a lot of girls can't compete because they're messing their own selves up and doing crazy stuff. They're doing the same stuff they're doing over here. The just difference is they come in all shapes and sizes. Most of the feminist women, if you actually look at it, you look at them, half of them are really, they got piercings and they're not really attractive. And most of them go with white dudes. Because they don't even date their own. That's the funny part. They hate them. They're just like the feminists here. They hate the men so much, they go date foreign men. This is why I told you before that certain situations, some countries are so kind of messed up with certain situations they created that the only people that probably they can date or they can date is the foreign dudes. That's why you see a lot of black men who is married to Brazilian women. They might be married to a feminist, but the feminist, she threw that shit away because she knew she was getting lied to and she got a second chance. It's the same thing happened in France, Germany. That a lot of these feminist chicks, and I'll tell you this right now, the hardcore ones, they're stuck. But the ones who want to get a second chance, they get it with a foreign dude. It's the same thing with these Asian chicks. All the Asian countries. They didn't like black men because white men was saying all this stuff about them. And then they see the white men was a lot worse. And then they giving black men a chance. They standing up for us. They did more. Asian chicks did more for us than any black woman here. They tried. They act like they was standing up for them. But a lot of these chicks fought back with videos. I was proud of that. I was like, man, There ain't no Latino. Well, there's like Dominican and some of them, but there was no Brazilian chicks, standing up for black men. There was Asians. There was some Muslim chicks, but there was no Brazilian. Like I said before, when I get everything in order, I'm gonna visit and try a couple times, go down there a couple times and see what's going on. And hopefully it ain't gonna be too chaotic down there. But other than that, I'm 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 gonna I'm gonna have me a goal when I go down there. That's it. I want to collect some new music because as you see, I can show you I got a whole bunch of music in my catalog. Um, where is it at? You see, that's other stuff. I got nothing but Brazilian funk music in my music. So, like I said, I'll go there for some new music. See if I can listen to some jazz or some alternative pop or any type of music, and I want to feel the vibe of what the music sound like there. Some Brazilian funk artists or whatever. I'm gonna see what kind of music they got going on. I'm gonna have a goal when I go there. It can't just be for women, cause basically, you're gonna be let down, obviously. And I knew that from very start. I talked to a couple of them, but that was back in 2014, 15. Besides, the way it looked now, yeah, I never would have said that I wanted to move there and live there. And it's the shit that I seen with him now. It's like, I'm good. It's too much slippery slope going on. But other than that, like I said, it was a lesson for everybody. I'm glad that he got out of this place safe, and we ain't have another tragedy like Timothy Reed. The situation with Timothy Reed, he came there on a so-called business tip, kicking people out of their houses. So he did and the funny thing about this is that ain't no black women stood up and try to help Timothy Reed. He ain't said nothing bad about black women. There was nobody who tried to help nothing. They didn't say shit. All they did was let that shit happen. Or they didn't say nothing. It was only one brother in the space, and he was a traveling dude who went to Colombia, and he was trying to keep up to date on the story. He even did an interview with the chick. And he didn't talk shit about them. And I think that some of them was actually celebrating his death. Like a lot of them are showing the world how they really have a disdain for you. Even brothers that don't, even people that kiss their ass, they turn on them. Remember Teapot, the prophet of thought, when he had the ladies and they turned on him? All these pro-black to kiss these women's ass and they turned on them? This is cautionary tale. A cautionary tale right here. Once you get high enough in status, in any type of situation, you got money, you got to move a lot more differently, man. Cause they want to make you, they're going to bite off of you. And anything that you do, they want to humiliate you so they can get their win. But I can tell you this right now. Everybody who's celebrating him leaving Brazil, a month, 2 months from now, they going to still be who the fuck they are. They're going to go after somebody else, or they're going to sit back and twiddle their hands until they can find somebody else. And they're going to live their miserable ass lives. Because a lot of these motherfuckers' lives are miserable. They are. They are miserable as hell. That's the reason why they have to go after certain people. And the feminist chick, like I said, I'm going to follow up on the feminist chick and see what she going to say. What she going to do next? Who she going to go after next? Because based off what I saw, she ain't have shit going on. Her best hits, the Stephanie Bergolo chick in Brazil and this other chick, whatever they were, they didn't have shit. She wasn't popping. The last time she was popping in 2014 or 16, like the dude said. The only thing she had was that. And the articles wasn't getting any traction. So she used Austin Holleman as a way to come up, to give her some clout. And it's going to disappear. As soon as he left and left to Brazil, you can't affect nobody over there in Asia. You don't have no say what's going over there. They gonna look at you and say, get the fuck out of our country's issues. So they can't do that with them because Thai women already side with black men. Thai women already side with black men and Filipino women already side with black men. So now they got a place where they can't do anything. It's up to Austin Holleman to move accordingly. He went into a safe space now. Because they already stand with black dudes. They said it already. They made a public statement right then and there. A lot of them made public statement. They already said it. They stand with black dudes. They ain't like Brazil. So the minute he left, the minute they lost their power. They can't do that feminism stuff over there. People already said it. They can't do that feminism stuff over there. And like I said, he better start blocking people and getting rid of them. And they can't do that over there. That's why they try to control who they control, where they control it at. So yeah, man, this it was a long bunch of videos, but I had to break down some of this different stuff that went on and my take on everything, man. Like I said before, he good. He looks depressed, like he got defeated. And if he not attracted to Thai women, I don't know what to say to him. He better find another destination. He might have to go to Portugal, or he might have to do something else. There's Thai women that has Brazilian features. You just gotta find them, and it's better off that he's around veteran travelers that gives him the game and let him move, instead of having dudes like Fred around or any of these other dudes. He need to purge his comment sections, his chats, and his Instagram and his Twitter from all the hate shit, and block every one of them. Cause he out of Brazil, he's done with them, and they can't mess with him.